Hey guys, Steve here. This is mainly for barbers and people who cut hair. I was looking for information on carry cases and travel cases for all of my clippers and all my supplies. I do a couple different jobs. I run the barber shop, and then I also cut up at the county jail. So I'm constantly taking all my equipment up there, and I was always doing kind of some ghetto rigs for getting everything up there safely, but I wanted to make a nice case. And then I might be getting another job where I'll be traveling someplace else, and I'm going to need even more equipment. So you can find information on people showing off their equipment and showing off their cases, but you can't really find anything of like how they set it up, like how they have their cases set up. There's a couple out there, but not very many, so that's the only reason I'm even making this. I bought one of the $30 Harbor Freight cases. Big thing was I couldn't figure out how people were transporting their detachable blades for like Oster 10s or 76ers without tearing them up. I'm going to show you how I set mine up and why I set it up. As of right now, when I cut out the jail, I don't use any shears, I don't do any styling, nothing like that. It's basic clipper cuts. So the only things that I need that I didn't fit in this case is a power strip and a can of clipper side. Those are the only two things that I didn't fit in here. And I have a set of Oster Model 10s, 5-star seniors, and wall detailers, and all my blades and everything. So it's the only two things I didn't fit in here was a power strip and clipper side. That's a small bag that I can carry with this, no problem, done, and all my shit's safe. Hey, how's it going? All right, so here's that $30 case that you get from Harbor Freight. Pretty simple. Like I said, I fit everything I need in here except for a can of clipper side and a power strip. Right here on top, as soon as you open it, I have my igloo case that I have my guards in. The way I do this is I have a couple pieces of the pull apart, the pluck foam that comes in that case. I just have a couple strips of that holding all my blades down. All my blades are in there nice and tight. I sit these on top. And then the Oster igloo case slides right down on top of it. And that right there is a nice snug fit. It doesn't snap or anything. It sits on there. And the case being in there, it holds it shut. And with any pressure on the top, the blades barely move around whatsoever. So that's awesome. So there's all my blades right here in the middle. Got my cords wrapped up, set in the foam in the middle. I have my Model 10s, my wall seniors, my wall detailers. The case comes with two of these long strips for separations, and then two short ones, and then like a medium length one. The way I did it is I did the medium length one, or I did the short one up far enough to fit my neck strip case and my clipper oil. So those fit down in there. There's no foam in the bottom. The foam's just between these two main pieces. So that rest of that foam I cut off. So neck strips, oil. Right here, I've got a cape. I've got my Andis foilers, the lithium foilers. Got my neck strip, my neck brush, and then I can also fit the charging cord for my foiler. It's plugged into the wall. So then the pluck foam is just between these two, and that's where I cut out my clippers, or plucked out the things for the clippers. It's super, super simple. It's like 1/2-inch squares, as you can see, and it's just like barely connected in the middle, and you pop them apart with your fingers, slide your finger in there, and you can they come right apart. It's no problem. So make sure you cut them small. They're only like 3 little blocks wide are the blades, so you want them to be snug. You can see how small that hole looks where these Andis go, or where these Osters go. So you want it to be snug. You don't want them to be rattling around. That's the whole point. So that's the way I did that. Work them right down in there. Wall detailers. I mean, look at that odd hole for these detailers. But if I would have cut 3 wide the whole thing, it would have been too loose. So I did 2, and I did a little side thing so that the T-blade kind of rocks in there and doesn't snag so much. It gets them in and out a little easier. And then over here, I just left like three grooves over, which is far enough to me have this this ribbon brush. This is what I use for like cleaning the hair out of my clippers. And then I've got this cobalt screwdriver, and in the base it's got all the bits I need. It's got my the T8 torque bit that goes to those little weird screws right there. Every now and then that right there will come loose on you. It's only happened once on me in a year and a half, but when you don't have that bit and it comes loose, these things start sounding like a 50cc moped, you know, and they're just rattling like crazy. So this right here, it's got all my bits in the bottom. It's a little bigger than what a lot of people carry around, but it's got everything I need. It's got my Phillips bits, my flatheads. I can work on any of my tools with that. Then I've got my ribbon brush, and then right here I can fit the only plastics that I carry around with me, since I have all of my blades in the detachables. The only plastic guards I carry is a half guard, a 1, a 1.5, a 6 and an 8, which I rarely ever use the 6 and 8 plastics, but every now and then when I'm up at the jail cutting, somebody will want a 3/4 or a half inch, or a 3/4 or an inch, and I don't use scissors up there, so that's the only way I can get it done. So those fit right down in there, no problem. Then up here, I've got this piece of foam here. This right here is usually behind this thing, but I don't want all of my combs and everything banging against my clippers. I want there to be a protection layer between it. So there I have a small boar bristle brush. I've got some flat top combs. I've got like 4 flat top combs. I've got like 12 standard hair cutting combs, a couple hair clips, a pick, my shears, my thinning shears. I've got a few business cards and a couple like small band-aids and things just in case. I think there's a little bitty tube of super glue down in there too. So that is everything. And if I want, I can slide a hand mirror back behind here. This right here just comes out if you haven't seen any of these Harbor Freight cases. And this all comes with the case. That pluck and arrange foam, this tool sleeve, all this foam, these separator walls, everything comes with this case. The little lanyard, everything. It's only 30 bucks. And I have another one from them that isn't this style. It's the vertical kind where the top butterflies open and it's taller. And I can use that for all of the things I need to take when I get the base job, because I'm going to be getting this other job where I might be working out on the military base. So I can carry all of my other things. Of course, my power strip, my clipper side, like mousse, my water bottle, my blow dryer, some pomade, all of those things. Any of the things that aren't in this that I usually have in my barber shop that I use, I can carry in that other case. And there's no foam or anything. It all just sits down there. It's kind of like a bucket, but the top opens up and it's pretty simple. I'll probably have some light foam similar to this that I can roll up and sit down in the top of that. I gotta get some more of this foam, but I'll have some of this that I can sit down in the top and keep everything from rattling around. So that is how I fit all of this. 3 sets of clippers, a foil, all my detachable blades, my plastic guards, all my combs, my scissors, my cleaning supplies, my oil, neck strips, capes, everything into this $30 Harbor Freight case. Well, I hope this helped you out. If you got any questions, let me know. See you around.